into it, everybody. Welcome back into Heroes Lounge. My name's Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have got our Division 2 team of Just Cuz with a Nubarek, Urel, Junkrat, Lucio, Hanzo. At the side of KittyKat Crusaders, we're looking at a Brightwing, Tychus, Varian, Li Ming, and Dahaka. No gamble for this game. We're going to hang out, we're going to have a good time, and we're going to enjoy this Division 2 map number 1. We'll make some gambles for future maps, or map for this series. Don't know how many we've got, but we'll see as we get into mid lane. Thank you again for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for lurking, thanks for chatting, and I hope you're all having a great day as we get into Garden of Terror mid lane. I forgot to grab a cup of tea before this game. Oh well. I'll grab it after this map. Dahaka enhanced agility for Garden of Terror works out pretty good. We got the Lion's Maw for Varian. Gonna have some extra slows, I believe. And I believe that's just it. Yeah, I don't think you get... Oh, you actually do get damage scaling on it as well. Hanzo, simple geometry. Li Ming trying to throw in some arcane orbs here and there. She is a power-hungry Li Ming at level 1. Urel is just going to do her best to start pushing things up fast in top lane. Maybe deny a little bit of experience from Oni Knight. Great drag, and I think that might be enough for a kill. Overkill, grenade, dash forward. And beautifully done from Tychus. He'll be able to find first blood for his team. Nicely done, Tychus. Outrageous, just trying to get an extra stack here and there, pressure the Hanzo a bit. Nubarek up in top lane to soak things up against Oni Knight. And Tychus will work on a camp, Li Ming to do the same. Lucio, Hanzo on this left-hand side. So it is the camp rotations from both teams. Hypershift Brightwing level 1. And we're just kind of chilling here at the beginning of map number 1 in the second best of 3 of the day. This guy gets a little polymorph. Li Ming looking for the angle and some arcane orbs, but only going to be able to hit the wave. Siege Giants for the mid. Siege Giants for the mid. Siege Giants for the bottom. No Siege Giants for top. How unfortunate. They're just going to be able to scratch their butts. Just going to sit and scratch butts. That's all they do. Until they get picked up for wave. Lurker Strain level 4 for Dahaka. Tychus holding his level 4. Not sure why. Maybe he's reading through all the tooltips, trying to figure out what he wants to do. Varian is a taunt Varian. He's got his shield out. 16-second cooldown on that. Phase shift from Brightwing to the top lane, helping out with the camp over there, as it looks like this first seed spawning in the favorable position of our blue squad Concussion Mine to play off a Nubarek's Burrow Charge Impale and revenge for earlier. Tychus goes down. It's actually the Nexus Forces a little too OP finding that kill for Just Cuz. 1-1. A Nubarek tries to spawn some beetles to anchor so he can get the channel here. Will it work out? Lucio's going to try and push things around. Shima gets interrupted. How annoying. Especially when you're at like 80-90% of your channel and then you just get slapped by a sapper. It's like, come on, I just want to be done with this. But there really wasn't a ton of pressure into the side of Just Cuz. KittyKat Crusaders were just back into lane soaking up. Urel is actually in top during all of this, trying to clear out the camp. Tychus dashes forward. Do I spot a Q build Ming? Maybe. What's up, Arctic Fox? How are you today? Dahaka getting bopped around here in top lane. That enhanced agility level 1 as the movement speed increased. Currently at 124%. Brightwing and Varian chilling out of vision here. Can we actually get vision to show?
To gather another seed, heroes.
Actually, there's 3 not showing in bottom lane. Not prepared is kind of prepared for all of this and will stay by their fort front gate. I do like that call. Junkrat playing it safe in the bottom lane. A 7 talent tier is achieved by both sides. Next seed going to spawn in the top right of the map. We got trap build Junkrat currently. You climbed a bit in HOTS. Nice. Congratulations. Glad to hear. See, I told you. See, Dennis in chat earlier was like, oh, you had a clickbait title. But see, Arctic Fox has climbed in Heroes of the Storm because of my simple tricks. See, look, Dennis is almost GM in chat, see? He's been watching for 1 hour and 8 minutes and he's almost Grandmaster already. With this one simple trick. But I'm doing alright, you know, I'm hanging in there. I got better sleep than I did the night before, so I'll take that, you know. I'll take that small W. The one thing I'm actually I can't figure out right now is what to cook for the weekend. Dennis suggested Philly cheesesteaks. I don't think that's good for my tummy. Honestly, like, getting a bunch of sandwich stuff wouldn't be a bad idea. Sandwiches are just always good. A bit of better sleep is massive. Yeah. I was so exhausted last night. Oh, beautifully done from Spark right there. Combo playing off of Varian's charged taunt. Alright, I went over after stream. I took Bandit for a walk. I did some YouTube stuff. Trying to get the YouTube content going as well. And then I went over to my neighbors and I was having like a soda water because I was trying my best not to have alcohol throughout the week. Just to be a little bit, you know, healthier. And I was just hanging out over there and I was just chatting with them while some of the people were playing cornhole. Or bags, whatever you want to call it. Bag toss. And I was sitting in a chair talking to my friend and I was like, it was like 8 o'clock and I was like, I can't keep my eyes open, I'm going home. Oh my god, Li Ming level 4. Oh my god, Charge Blast. Oh my god, can you believe it? What's up, Lido? How you doing, bud? So yeah, I went to bed early. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, oh please don't be an insomniac bout. I fell back asleep pretty quickly, so yeah. Got like a solid 7 hours of sleep, which is great. Alright, Disintegrate. We got Charged for Varian at level 10. Hanzo with the Dragon Strike, because summoning 2 dragons is a strike, apparently. Cocoon Nubarek. Let's cycle through the other numbers. I don't believe we've done that yet here in this map number 1 in the second best of 3 of the day here in Division 2. We got 10 stacks, by the way, for Hanzo's Simple Geometry, and Nubarek is gonna be taunted Li Ming with a whole lot of damage. That's a reset for Li Ming and a double kill over to the side of KittyKat Crusaders. Beautifully done as they invade this camp, and now... Ooh, this is... Oh, nice little wiggle away from Not Prepared, who might not be prepared! Oh, a tantalizing... Triple kill! And maybe they make it... Maybe they quantify it even further with a quadra kill. Li Ming Disintegrate chasing down Hanzo, 39 HP. Brightwing, do you got an auto? Yes, she does! Meanwhile, over in top lane, that's gonna be a drag on DRL. She tried to Ardent, Avenging Wrath away, excuse me. She gets the Ardent Defender activated. Tychus looks for the grenade around the corner. She's mounted immediately with Divine Steed. By the way, 6.9 thousand, or 6.99k self-healing for Varian. Very important stat to note for all of you. Cocoon onto Li Ming on the right-hand side of our map. Dahaka gonna break her out. Phase shift for Brightwing comes through onto Outrage. I swear to God, that phase shift felt like 3 seconds. That phase shift, when you're on a sliver of HP, phase shifts feel like forever. Great kill into a Nubarek, a reset for Li Ming. Tychus standing still, getting some minigun overkill grenade damage in. Outrage is being poked at. Speaking of poke, Commandeer Odin has been summoned. I want to point out as well, bottom lanes has a decent wave. That camp was stolen away earlier. Urel's got a Hearth back as well. Lucio to run down to bottom to try and help out. But top lane fort and mid lane fort, I would expect to fall. 13 talent to advantage to KittyKat Crusaders. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. How could she do it? Well, when it's 7-1 in kills and you've got... How many of those kills? Nope, wrong button. Wrong button. Wrong button. Where are the kills? I forget. Is it 7? There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, she's only had 5 assists, actually. She's gotten only 1 kill, but still. By the way, charge with Juggernaut for Varian. As I had mentioned, top fort has gone down. Mid lane fort, you just saw fall to rubble. Dahaka going into his Dark Swarm level 13 Ferocious Stalker. no Primal Swarm, I believe, is the 13 that you often see. Tychus was 18,000 heroic damage. He has just under double what Li Ming has. I mean, if we're rounding, he's got like just about double her. Roughly. Li Ming want one talent of each skill. Well, I mean, if you go to Talrosh's elements, makes sense to me. If you're going Talrosh's elements, I mean, why not? Math checks out to me. Granted, I don't do math on stream, so 6 stacks for enhanced agility, 13 for the Lion's Maw. We got 50 in the rhythm stacks for Tychus, so he's got a 4.5 minigun duration total. He has a 1.5 increase from the 50 stacks. 15 for the simple geometry on Hanzo, by the by. Pretty sure Orb is coming key. Key.
A seed has been planted.
Did you just do like a punch? Like, Kia!
You know it.
Sorry. Well, wave slightly pushed up. Spell power banner for Varian. Critterize. We also will be seeing Tunneling Claws for Dahaka at 16. Okay. Nearly a 2-level lead over to the side of KittyKat Crusaders. Let's see how this goes. Doesn't look like Just Cuz is going to step in for any sort of contest over this seed. And that's fine, honestly. Waves are crashing in, experience is needed. Got to close that 16 talent tier gap. No need to run across to a bad position. This position favors the members of KittyKat Crusaders, so wait for those 16 to slowly come to you. You're not worried about Garden Terrors spawning immediately. It's only 1 out of 3 for the enemy side, so absolutely fine for the time being. Trying to poke at these waves as they do crash in. $18 stacks for Hanzo currently. Junkrat with a Riptire. Feel like this is... Oh my god, it gets sniped. Junkrat can't even use it for wave clear. How unfortunate. Li Ming trying to poke in here and there. And the keep will be saved in bottom lane. Dahaka pushes up a top wave. Yrel grabs mid. 16 talent here. Still a quarter level away. 25% or so. Zwisty jumps onto Oni Knight. Drag does not connect. Your Righteous Hammer doesn't either. And Avenging Wrath and Divine Steed out. Okay. I think this is just gonna be another seed given. I think you let the seed go. You guarantee. Oh, wait a minute. No. They don't want to give it. Okay, they see Junkrat, they saw a Nubrex, so they know the enemy's floating around over here. Dahaka, he's got those Tunneling Claws, though. He should be fine to get out. Also, Lurker Strain value. Yrel jumps onto the objective area. Sappers are here. 16 talent here. You got that Templar's Verdict as well for the armor reduction. Endless nades for Junkrat to poke out, so the expectation at level 20 is that he goes Cannonballs. It's nicely synergistic with that, and the level 1 that he's got as well. High five from Lucio coming through in time. No, he got up the frequency, actually, for Lucio. Okay. Piercing for Hanzo, more poke potential, but we have the fight. Avenging Wrath being channeled by Yrel. She's looking to jump in. Hanzo's done with simple geometry, level 1. Varian with a bit of an interesting interaction, if you will. Dahaka split, hit by a burrow charge. Nice alley-oop from Junkrat, played by Shima here. Another Riptire is going to be destroyed. Oh my god, Li Ming gets annihilated by Junkrat, but can Hanzo get the natural agility away? Commandeeron's got some good range, but he got stunned out for a second. Hanzo's still playing with fire here. He's trying to poke in here and there. Tychus throws out a grenade, poking on the enemy. Oni Knight wants the kill, but have they stepped a little too far forward? Yes, they have. Dahaka goes down. Yrel trying to chase out Outrageous. Sky on this Brightwing looking to get out of here. Good blink away, and a seed goes over to the side of Just Cuz. So what I say, glass cannon thing is you could get away with it because he was genuinely a really good player. Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you're mechanically savvy and you're better than everyone else, absolutely. Just be better than everyone. Varian still 5 stacks away from his level 1. We've got Dahaka 2 stacks away. 58 for Tychus. Yeah, just land, just be mechanically savvy. Just land the combos. Just kill the Batman. All right. Camp for bottom lane.
A seed is sprouting.
2 out of 3 seeds. Oh, 25. There's a steel trap underneath it. There's no minions to jump to. Concussion Mine set up as well. Dahaka's come up here. Concussion Mine splits Sky away. No blink heal. And a Dragon Strike zones back a Li Ming on the bottom of the screen. Actually, Spark rotated back into the top lane. Also, that's Sticky Wicked, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a silence on Brightwing as on top of... Man, Brightwing just had a rough go right there. She just did not get to play the game. Outrageous looking to step in. They've got the 20 talent tier advantage, but no healer. Glory to the Alliance banner for Varian. Hey, I was joking around, but it is Tower Ash's Elements. I was joking around. Tychus is holding level 10. You get big red button value if you activate it during Odin. If that's, I don't know if that's what he's waiting for. Not 100% sure. Oh, Varian? He's fine in mid. Yeah, if you're in Commandeer Odin and you pick this talent, big red button just gets added. Little fun fact for you at home. You can turn off the minimap clicking, I think. I use it for TLV, but otherwise it's useless. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, I have my minimap turned off. There's a button in Heroes of the Storm that literally says click through minimap. Fun fact, I don't know if it still works like this. There used to be a bug that if you A move onto your minimap, you can actually lock your cursor into your minimap, and so you're moving your cursor, but you're locked over here, so the camera's just going like all over the place. I had that happen to me a couple times. I don't know if that's a bug fixed or I just haven't triggered it lately, but yeah.
My army grows.
How you doing today, Angry Pigeon? I mean, I guess you are Dragon Awakens, but still, that was... Okay. I keep grabbing my cup of tea to think that I have maybe a sliver of tea left. I don't. You're good? Oh, thanks for coming by the stream, bud. Appreciate everyone lurking, chatting, and hanging out. Got a fun day of casting for all of you. Hope you're all looking forward to it. Cocoon into Li Ming. Tychus immediately breaks her out with a minigun. That Righteous Hammer might have been anti-synergistic, but I'm not 100% sure. That's the big red button. Commandeer Odin down. Varian's the target, and he will be taken out. Dragon Strike summoned by Hanzo once again. And there's the Ragnarok missile poking in. Sometimes we just hope the mug magically fills up. Exactly, Fox. Just maybe I didn't see that last sip of tea in the cup. But I am disappointed, as always. Also, Speedy Dragon for Brightwing at level 20. No invisible friends. Permanently gain 20% movement speed. Reduce the phase shift cast time by 1 second. Which I believe it's 2 baseline. Yeah, it's 2 seconds. So you have a 1 second phase time. Top fort goes down. Urel gets the channel. 1 out of 3 seeds. Tychus pushes up bottom lane. Commandeer Odin up in 40. And a new Brack Urel will Hearth back. Alright. You like Speedy Dragon? Nothing wrong with that. We see so much more invisible friends, so that's why it's always like, oh, hey, might as well note it. All right. Tyke is only on 62 stacks currently for his minigun bonus, so he's at like, oh boy, what's he at? He's probably at like just under 5 seconds of minigun duration. Here, let's see. We can do some math here. All right, we can cheat the math, I mean. 1.86, so he's at 3.86 seconds. So he's actually just under 4. Just under 4 seconds. And Garden of Terror continues here. We're 20 minutes in. Just about. 1 out of 3 seeds for either side. Not going to be a Garden of Terror summon, but the advantage could go over to one of these teams, or actually will go over to one of these teams. Unless it's like that boss play from a couple weeks ago where that was absolutely wild. Just a 10-player death. That was such a good clip. Sappers cleared away by Tychus and very quickly Yrel. I saw the righteous hammer animation on the bottom of my screen. Doesn't look like... Oh, wait, hold on. There's going to be a drag right into her. Has to use self-cleanse. Isolation was just shy. The Avenging Wrath gets her out in time. What's up, Last? Good to see you. Glass Bing, love it. Yeah, no one ever argues over Li Ming talents. No one ever disagrees. Li Ming is the most agreed upon hero talent builds in all of Heroes of the Storm. No one ever argues about her talents. They're like, yep, whatever she takes, that's gonna be the best build. Commandeer Odin summon. The big red button zone's back. A Nubarak, no Garden Terror Seed. As a taunt from Varian will be utilized. Riptire from Junkrat coming through as well. No extra oomph, so no reset. Li Ming looking for a reset as she disintegrates into Junkrat, but he makes enough distance happen. Gaps her disintegrate. Varian charging, and he just got taunt off a cooldown. Gonna go right onto Yrel. Nubarak comes in with a big burrow charge. He takes a big ball to the face from Li Ming. Hanzo Dragon Strike gets the delay into Brightwing, just tickling the side of her wing. Nubarak pops Rewind looking for Dahaka. Sky gets the channel on the right, but will lose Dahaka for all of it. Varian's done with his level 1. Now Spark and the rest need to rush out of bottom lane. Lucio pushed off trying to chase things down to see if heavy casters. He does, level 13. Actually taking a lunch break today. Good. What are you having? Lots of people disagree with Q build, though. No. As I just said, everyone agrees with Li Ming talent builds. No one ever disagrees about talents for Li Ming. 10 deaths. Huh? 10 deaths. What? You're having weenies for lunch. Nice.
My little seed is on the verge of sprouting. Prepare to gather it.
I don't know why, but I want to do something with chicken. Oh, you know what would be really good? Some, like, pesto chicken. Oh, like baked pesto chicken? That might be the jam. That might be the jam for the weekend. Oh yeah, the clip you're talking about. Well, that was like last week or something like that. I think it's in Discord. If you remind me after this game, I can show you after this game. If you remind me after this map, I can show you. Chicken sandwich with bacon and pepper jack cheese and homemade fries. Yo, that sounds good too. Oh, I actually have a bunch of potatoes still. I can make some fries. You know what? Chicken sandwiches might be the jam this weekend. That's healthy. It's easy to cook and reheat. Pesto chicken pizza. I actually had a... When I was in Germany, I had a... like a traditional margarita pizza. I'll say this, don't go to Germany for the pizza. Don't go to Germany for the pizza, that's what I would say. Riptire out from Junkrat, Varian's gonna fall. I have a picture of that as well if you remind me, I can show you. I actually just saw it earlier today. My last night in Germany. Go to Germany for Das Bier. Hot Mamas? Yes, indeed. Also, the Schnitzel's great in Germany. The Schnitzel's very good. I had this one meatball meal. I don't know the name of it, but there was this meatball meal that I had the first day of casting, and that was so good. It was like meatballs. You could get French fries or mashed potatoes, and then this gravy sauce. It also came with lingonberry jam. But I didn't go for that because I'm not a big sweet and savory guy. I was like, oh man, like, super savory meatballs and stuff was delicious. God, I can't get over how good that meal was. Ooh, Oni Knight, so very low from Hanzo's Dragon Strike. Not prepared was unprepared for Talrash's elements, and Li Ming Glass Cannon will solidify that kill.
Blue team's core is
I have at my firm's credit card tonight for an attorney's dinner. 4,000 budget for 6 people. Dear Lord. You attorneys are eating good. Can I come as your date? Can I come as your date? I can talk about video games to all the lawyers. I'm sure they would love that. Can I come as your blood stew? Yeah, do I get a date as well? Like, I'll be last date, and then Dennis will be my date, and then someone in, like, Fox can be Dennis's date, and then Angry Pigeon can be Fox's date, and then Be Crazy can be Angry Pigeon's date. Like, we just, like, keep it going, right? $4,000. That's like, just get a bunch of pizzas and some beer. Like, get some pizzas and beer and pocket the rest. I spent that much on an Airbnb for 3 nights for 8 people. Holy crap. Sky with the channel on the seed. 1 to 3 seeds on both sides. Oh, we're starting to get off topic here, and it's beautiful chat. No budget restrictions. Most definitely sashimi all the way. All right. Steak and French wine. I'll take the steak. Well, we're 26 minutes into Garden Terror map number 1. This is absolutely crazy for Division 2. Loving the back and forth so far. A singular keep is available in the mid lane, the lone tower to defend, as there still is top lane fort, bottom lane fort, and all 3 keeps on the side of KittyKat Crusaders. What is the rank / MMR of Division 2? Exclamation HL MMR. I do believe that command is up to date, but I don't know. You have to check the MMR numbers against like Heroes profile, because I don't know what the MMR ranges in Heroes of Storm are anymore. I don't know if there's like a Heroes Lounge mod in chat who knows, but or if anyone in chat knows. Let's compare Baja's SC2 MMR. So, like, Diamond Master, yeah, I'd guess. I'd venture a guess, Diamond Master. The highest division in Heroes Lounge this season is Division 1. There's no Division 1 Plus this season. So, you could assume that these are still very, very good players. I wish it was like NGS where there was a graphic, because if you do exclamation NGS MMR, there's a graphic that I've done like a bit.ly link for, and I put that in as the command, which that actually might need to be updated with the upcoming season. Yeah, like NGS MMR is super simple. Like they have a graphic where it's like, these are your divisions and ranks. Boom, done. Okay. I'll be honest, it makes me even more curious about the Buttlance I butt grin. Okay, good job, Buttspot. Good job, Buttspot. You've done your best. I've seen plats and E, so maybe a bit off. Well, you have to remember though, it's averages. So like, if everyone's bronze and there's 1 plat, that averages out, right? You've seen butts and E. Whoa, Shima almost going down. Li Ming nearly gets a disintegrate into a Nubarak. He pops his W, gets some shielding, as well as his speed, because I do believe he's mostly W build in Nubarak. 2 out of 3 Garden Terror Seeds for KittyKat Crusaders. Commandeer Odin drops a Ragnarok missile into mid lane. And top lane's got some. These are some chunky catapults. The one that just arrived is dealing 1,248 damage into structures, okay? That's like a 20-something. No, that's like a level 10-ish immortal on Battlefield of Eternity. That's how much the catapult is dealing right now. Is roughly a second immortal of Battlefield of Eternity. Because the first one does just over 1,000 damage to structures. Second one is just about 600-something damage standard, so double it. Nubrak lands a big burrow charge onto 2 enemies. Does have the level 20 rewind. Not sure if it's been popped yet. Isolation with Contagion connects onto 2 enemy heroes. Dragon Strike from Hanzo zones back the enemy while the Seed is up and available. Shima going for the channel. Oni Knight does Hearth back for full. I'm assuming Dahaka's gonna have Brush Talk right away into this engagement. Looking really quickly at the mid lane catapult. Hasn't fixated on the structure. Dahaka, he's back into this. Looks for the flank Brush Talk in. Hit with a Righteous Hammer from Urel. And there's a Cocoon into Varian who's looking to back away from this. The Chattering Teeth are not immediately underneath him. Another Dragon Strike from Hanzo zones back the Brightwing. Oni Knight low once again. Had already Hearthed and Brush Talked in. Commandeer Odin is here. Catapults in top lane, they are still scaling. And Nubrak comes in with a lot of damage. Outrageous is still alive somehow, some way. 1,300 damage, 1,304 damage into structures right now. Look at that core falling on the left-hand side. This fight doesn't matter because catapults are going to end map number 1 in favor for the side of KittyKat Crusaders. GG, well played. Winions take the game 30 minutes in. What command do you use to get the catapult data? So I'm an observer, so I have more access to this information. If you're in as an observer, you can click on a unit, and you can hit Control C, and that'll get you the detailed breakdown. If you're in a game, all you can do is click on the unit, and you'll have to do the math yourself. Yeah, for casting, yep. Yeah, for casting, Control-Alt-K is what brings up... Control-Alt-K is what brings up the command card. Not command card. It brings up the unit icon on the bottom left. So if you ever want to get rid of... Like, if you ever accidentally click on Li Ming and she's, like, you have her unit thing, her health bar, all of that in the bottom left of your screen, Control-Alt-K will get rid of that. So I actually have a button at the start of the game on my stream deck where I push that and it just auto does that at the beginning. That's how I also swap onto player vision and I don't have the card thingy on the left hand side. And then to pop it back up, Control-Alt-K again, and then Control-C to get the detailed information. Or E, right? No. E is something different. E is everybody. So if you click on Li Ming and you only have her vision and you can actually look into her talents, then you're selected onto that player vision, and E gets you out of that. Now, if you wanted to check, like let's say Hanzo, he goes into target predator level 1. You want to see how many targets he's hit. Baseline, you can't see that when you pull up his little icon card on the left hand side. It will say how much of the quest is generally complete, but you can't see who he needs to hit. So if you click on him, hit W, and you have that icon card up, then you can see those things. So, sorry for anyone who's like, what the fuck is he talking about? This is all casting stuff. It's all casting stuff. It's all casting nuances stuff. You didn't know that? Yeah, I can show you in the next game if you want. Alrighty, then. That is going to be map number 1, won over by the side of KittyKat Crusaders. KittyKat Crusaders did win that map number 1. Let's get ourselves loaded up for Braxis. Hold out. Do the players swap sides? I need that cup of tea so bad. Spark was the Li Ming on the right last game, and they're on the right this game. So yes, that's the same sides. Oh, chat, oh, chat, oh, chat, oh, chat, oh, chat, oh, chat.
Dude, sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something.
At last, thank you for the 250 bits out of nowhere. I appreciate that, bud. Thank you very much. Hanzo's gonna go into Redemption at 1, so we can do a fun little gamble with that. All right, I need to grab that cup of tea. I'll be right back, okay? I gotta grab that cup of tea. I'm so thirsty. BRB really, really fast. All right. I am back. Whole lot of thigh for you right there. So, okay. Hanzo Redemption level 1. Is Hanzo's level 1 done at end? Yes. Completed quest. No. Incomplete quest. So Hanzo's going Redemption at level 1. The Redemption, basically, you need to hit an enemy hero twice to get a stack. There's 12 stacks total. Every time you die, you lose 3 of your stacks. So if the gamble here will be, will he have that talent done by the end of the game? Let's go ahead and get into this map. Last, really quickly, I'll showcase all the button stuff I was telling you about just now so you can actually get an idea of it as well, like actually in-game how it looks and blah, blah, blah. So let's get in and check out Braxis Holdout, map number 2 in our second best of 3 of the day. Thank you all for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you're having a great Thursday afternoon. As we have got a Just Cuz composition with Stitches, Junkrat, Rhaegar, Blaze, and Dahaka. Excuse me. Over on the right, we got KittyKat Crusaders. We're going to be looking at a Gul'dan, Brightwing, Leoric, Hanzo, and Joanna. So as I said, we've got a fun little prediction for all of you.
Hey, listen.
When or will Hanzo's level 1 be finished out by the end of the game? So here you go. Every 2 basic attacks against the same hero within 10 seconds grants 1 redemption, stacking up to 12. Dying decreases redemption by 3. Redemptions can be lost at and redemption can be lost even at maximum stacks. So there you go. That's the level. That's the level 1 we are gambling on right now. And for last, so this is what I was talking about. So in-game baseline, when you select a hero, there you go. There's the command card. Control-Alt-K gets rid of it. Control-K brings it back. Now, if I wanted to look at Blaze's talents, I hit W. Now I'm locked into Blaze, and now I can click on Blaze and look at all of his talents. If I want to get out of this, if I'm like, oh crap, I don't want this anymore, I hit E, and now I'm back onto everyone. I don't want the Blaze thing on the bottom left, I hit this. Now, if I want to look at Blaze's detailed information, while I have this up, I hit Control-C. And here's the fun thing. You only have to ever hit it once, because boom, gone. And if I select other heroes, there you go. You can even select the minions, and select camp units as well, so there you go. Boop. Betting the farm on Hanzo. You are betting the farm on Hanzo. I like to hear it. Let's see. What's our gamble looking like right now? We have 1,000 on quest completed, 0 on incomplete quest as Leoric goes down in the top lane. No gamblers, no doubters in chat. Y'all saw the Sparksley Ming and were like, yeah, there's no way they're not going to be done with that talent by the end of the game. There we go. We got some odds. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. Well, we're here on Braxis Holdout, map number 2. Thank you all for sitting through that little casting explanation. It's just, I have it. I have them here. They're in Twitch chat. I can showcase it super quick and easy. Why not? It's really useful. Oh, glad to help. Glad to help. If I were to gatekeep casting, that only hinders our community. So, for more people to know how to do cool stuff, the better. Also, by the way, camera rotations are an easy command. You just have to get it from Aliobs on his website. You literally edit a notepad thing in your documents, and you add in, basically, a command that insert is camera rotate and delete is camera rotate. It's actually really easy to do if you've never done it. We're all in this together. Junkrat trying to back away. Lilith able to rush out as well. Zerg charge going back over to the side of KittyKat Crusaders here in map number 2. Hanzo did go never outmatched at, or excuse me, ignore all distractions. At level 4. He's got that increased auto attack range, as well as the insta-kill on minions, so you can actually see it really quickly here. He's at 6.5 range. When he auto attacks into a minion, he's going to have an 8.5 range. That means he outranges structures by 0.5. Towers are 7.8. Forts, keeps, and core are a range of 8. Of course, he's got to hit a minion, and it's... How many seconds is it? 3? Attack range by 2 for 3 seconds, yeah. What's up, Alora? Good to see you, bud. I hope you've been well. Alive, Copium. I mean, Leon Black posted, like, a HOTS revival, like, wish list on Twitter, and Cattle responded with what I wanted was... Did you OD on Copium? Like... Leon's response was, it's a wish list, and I was like, okay, bud. Microsoft will save HOTS. Sure. And I'll just build roaches and get to Grandmaster in StarCraft 2. Sure. Hanzo's redemption is completed for the time being, but as I mentioned, if he does go down, he will lose 3 stacks off that 12. Ooh, top lane. Mace to the face. That's a dead Dahaka. Zerg Wave will be popping up in top, and here come the Banelings, everybody. Best unit in the game. Banelings coming in. Oh, we could actually heal him. We could do this. We could whoosh. Smacking a bio line with a handful of Banelings was extremely satisfying yesterday. By the way, that 30-minute Zerg vs. Terran game that I had yesterday is going up on YouTube. I've already edited it. Well, I didn't really edit it. I just chopped it up from my Twitch VOD and I chucked it on YouTube and I made a thumb for it. Dahaka looks for a drag, unfortunately connecting into a Hellbat. Those are reducing structural armor. Johanna's the one to fall here. 2-2 in kills in total. 7 talent here as well. Got these sharpened arrowheads for Hanzo. 19 stacks on Taster Explosions for Junkrat. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, we've got the Patchwork Creation up against Gul'dan. Is Stitches fell, or is he part of something else? Anyone got the lore on Stitches? Weird comp here from Just Cuz. Hypercarry Junkrat. They've got decent wave clear. I don't think it's that crazy. I mean, if you want to see some crazy compositions, go look at Gilly Shark at Bingo Night. 5 bruisers on Battlefield of Eternity, and somehow it works. Like you'd be like, 5 bruisers on Battlefield? It works, like, weirdly good. Meat sack from Naxxramas. I was just curious about the lore. Because in Warcraft 3, isn't Stitches' model like a unit from the... Oh my god, I'm blanking on their name. The Undead? Like, isn't Stitches an Undead unit in Warcraft 3? Or is there more to it from, like, World of Warcraft or something? Spark is gonna get the natural agility away. Armor reduction here and there, poking onto some enemies. Phase shift from Brightwing will be utilized as that 10 talent tier is about to come through. 5 stacks on tissue regeneration for Dahaka in the bottom lane currently. 26. Ooh, those tower shots on Leo will guarantee the kill. Nicely done. Beautiful drag. 3rd kill for the side of Just Cause. Warcraft 3 Abomination, right? Yeah. DPS is just gonna eventually outscale them late game, in your opinion? Well, then just win before the late game, forehead. Next question. I believe in Warcraft 3 the unit is called Abomination and Stitches is from WoW. Ah, okay, so I'm 50% correct. Stitches is an elite that spawns when people did the Bride of Embalmer quest in Duskwood and WoW. Okay. A necromancer in the Alliance town creates Stitches to get revenge on the town. Your WoW character helps build him. Really? Thank you everyone in chat for the WoW lore. I actually, like, no kappa, I really do appreciate it. Ouchies. Well, Hanzo goes down. Redemption at 9 stacks currently. I just realized that there's 21,200 for Hanzo not to complete the quest. I didn't realize that someone snuck in a solid 19,200 channel points. Yeah, that's like I only knew the character from Warcraft 3 because that was the RTS I played as a kid. Warcraft 3, StarCraft, Brood War, well, StarCraft, and then StarCraft Brood War, and then Command and Conquer as well. I was never good at them. I only played really the campaigns. But yeah, that's why I'm so excited about Stormgate. By the way, exclamation wishlist. If you have not wishlisted Stormgate, it costs you $0 and it helps the developers. Do you want to make devs happy? Do you want to make good devs happy? Hanzo DC. Well, you got Hook Gorge. Did I miss a name change? Zerg channeled it up to 46%. Gul'dan done with his Echoed Corruption as the steps back on his level 1, or excuse me, on his Corruption strikes. What is Stormgate? Stormgate is the RTS being developed by Frost Giant Studios. Frost Giant was created many years ago by many devs. I keep saying the word many. By a lot of devs who left Blizzard. A lot of notable devs who worked on things like StarCraft, Warcraft, Command & Conquer. They also have an agreement with one of Morheim Studios to get feedback or consultation on their game development. And Morheim Studio has Dustin Browder. It has a bunch of really big developers over there as well. So there's a lot of big names working on what is considered to be one of the... It's supposed to be like the RTS coming out. So there's a lot of hype behind it because of who's working on it and the passion that has gone into the development of the game. So I'm personally very excited about it. It'll also be, I'm also looking forward to it because I'd like to sink my teeth into it content-wise and really kind of develop some good content around it. As well as we're going to still do Heroes of Storm stuff. Still going to do Heroes of Storm stuff, but it'd be nice to, you know, do content for a game that gets active development. And is liked by its developers. It's not created just to pull in some money. I heard something about StarCraft 3 as well, just a rumor. Well, I don't know if a drunk Twitter post from a quote-unquote dev from Blizzard is something I would consider a rumor. Actually, sorry, no. I would consider it a rumor. Sorry, someone called it a leak before, and I was like, I wouldn't call it a leak. I'd call it a rumor. Yeah, no, you're definitely right with that. It is definitely a rumor, but I don't know how much stock I would put into it from a drunk developer on Twitter. Or, excuse me, X. Another Gorge onto Hanzo. Steel Trap right below. Hanzo is taken out. Redemption back down to 9 as the Zerg phasing has not been fully channeled just yet. Oni Knight gets a phase shift from Brightwing. The Entomb activated as well. And Bunker will outlast the Entomb while Swusty is able to make a rotation to top lane. An X dev on Twitter or an X on X? Shaka Navashi. I don't know if they're a current dev of Blizzard or not. There was the rumor of, this is my favorite rumor. This is my favorite quote-unquote leak rumor. There was a dev who used to work for the developers who made God of War Santa Monica Studios, I believe it is. And he said that he heard someone at PlayStation was working on Bloodborne Remake or something like that. And then, like, I started reading into it more and more because I was really curious. And, like, the more I read into it, it just became like, well, you know, the guy hasn't worked at the company for, like, 4 years. It's a lot of, it's, like, the more and more, like, you read into it, it's just like, so there's no, like, fact behind this. So, yeah. I love internet leaks because they're just so outrageous at times. Also, from my understanding from interviews and stuff, the reason that Frost Giant and Stormgate and all of this is coming about is because Blizzard went to the devs of Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 2 and were like, we're not doing any more RTS stuff. And so they left because they wanted to go make an RTS. That is my understanding of how kind of Frost Giant became.
This was a reckless plan.
And Blizzard had no intentions of continuing to make RTSs. So they were like, we're gonna go make some. Or one. That's what I've read in interviews. There was an interview. I have to find where it was, but I swear there was an interview that's literally how Frost Giant kind of got created. Dragon arrow across the map gets a full, is it 2.5 second stun? No, it's a 2-second stun. Full 2-second stun onto Stitches, but there's no other follow-up, so that's that. Bottom lane fort is gonna go down. I think the bile drop was enough. Yes, indeed. Top lane, Zerg wave does come through, and that keep front gate is going to get shredded as well. I think culture plays a lot into it too. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of devs that didn't want to be at Blizzard anymore because a lot of those devs that left for Frost Giant left before the whole, well, everything. Before we heard all the awful things that happened and didn't get done. Hanzo picked off again on the left-hand side of our screen. We'll lose some more redemption stacks. That's a contagion, or isolation, excuse me, onto Outrageous, who tries to back away. The Ancestor healing, I think that was actually thrown onto Dahaka, but a little bit of it was denied from Sins Exposed. Joanna's level 7. Pretty toxic. No! Things are toxic there? No way. I can't wait for BlizzCon to come around so we can all be disappointed together. Blaze jumps in. A hook onto Gul'dan. A slam on the ground. He's got that pulverized level 16 for the slow and armor reduction. A Riptire from Junkrat tries to chase in. An arrow goes by. Says hello to a few enemies. Well, the bottom lane boss is going to shove into KittyKat Crusaders fort. Top lane, though, it's only a single Goliath and a Cyclone over here. Oh, elongated tongue at 16 for Dahaka. No tunneling claws. 20% range increase for him. What was that meteor flying by? It was little Anakin. It was little Annie. Little Annie was trying to win the race. Alright, boss up in 3 minutes. We got a single camp. Beacons are going to activate here. Third Zerg wave of the game. We got Zerg for KittyKat Crusaders being summoned in top lane, and in bottom lane will be where Just Cuz does spawn. If you did not know, the Zerg wave phasings do swap lanes every single time. So if we get a fourth phase of the game, red will be bottom, blue will be top. But let's take a look over here because I think we have a bit of a fight to break out. Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Joanna taking a bit of damage, gets the phase shift from Brightwing. Leo leaves top lane. Earth Grasp Totem down from Rhaegar, and Isolation as well from Dahaka. Oni Knight getting a little low here, not prepared, needs the bunker, and has to Jet Propulsion away. The Zerg wave still channeling to our red squad as a hook goes through the wall into Leoric. Can they get a kill into the Skelly Man? Indeed. Dahaka makes his way to top lane. Zwesty stalls things out at 86%. And Brushstock's right back on top of the enemy. Looks for a drag, can't land it. Hanzo Redemption's redone again. Scatter into Dahaka, he burrows under the ground. Has to pop his essence as well. Hanzo poking at not prepared here. It's actually Zerg wave being charged back up for just cuz. Meanwhile, in top lane, those Hellbats, they reduce structural armor. You can see that -16. So this fort is going to rapidly decay. Not prepared coming up here. Looking to clear things out, but that is going to show in minion wave. Granted, Leoric's sneaking to top, so it is still 4v4 around this bottom lane objective. Channel stalled out as the top lane keep did go down. Blaze unable to save it in time. Dahaka actually burrows, and then he actually takes more damage because he burrowed. Oh my god! He burrowed, and I think he forgot about Echoed Corruption. Junkrat, horrified, doesn't get the Riptire explosion. Janna jumps on the point, starts getting the channel, eats the steel trap. Blaze tries to get the counter channel on top, but here comes Hanzo. Oh, he gets the delay! Sorry, we're dropping some frames here, chat. I do apologize. My internet is NA internet, so it's not good. Don't know what's going on with it lately. I think I need to restart everything after stream today. Give it a nice good old reboot while I go to the grocery store. Not prepared, was unprepared for the rotation. Boss is up in 40-some seconds. We've got 3 kills, 10-7. Things are looking scary. We do have an abduction onto Joanna. She's not on the far side of the wall. Tanking a lot of tower shots, armor reduction, and yes, they get the kill into Joanna. But this is a 18-minute Zerg wave moving towards core. 18-minute Zerg wave hitting core. Just checking some stats here and there really quickly. Clear into bottom lane. Oh, we are not hard pushing as a team. Leoric's here. Hanzo, Brightwing, Gul'dan in bottom lane. I feel like you did not need to go for this clear. Maybe they wanted the 20 talent tier from some of the minion wave, but I still think you could have got that through top lane push. So I don't think this will be game ending. I think they'd have to make a mega blunder on the side of Just Cuz here for this not to end, or for it to end. I am back. You did a 9 miles on a bike ride at resistance at 16. I don't know what that means. Congratulations? Like, if it's 16 out of 100, that's like, well, that's kind of nothing. But if it's like 16 out of like 17, it's like, oh, damn.
Zerg waves defeated.
Haunt for Gul'dan. Brightwing, Speedy Dragon again, Buried Alive, Bullseye, and Radiating Faith. Cannonballs, of course, because, I mean, it makes sense with the 1, 4, and 16 from Junkrat. Stitches is going to be a Master Hooker. Farseer's Blessing, Fortified Bunker, and Contagion. I burned 325 calories to justify 2 beers. That sounds like exercise. Well done. Thank you for the lurk, Mel. I appreciate it.
Now this is pod racing.
I mean, if you drink 3 you could drink 3 light beers at that, actually. Or you could drink 100 Michelob Ultras. Granted, you'd have to drink 100 Michelob Ultras to feel any alcoholic effect. Good hunt from Gul'dan. The double kill arriving in favor of KittyKat Crusaders. Beautifully done. They hard press through bottom lane. Is this enough to end? Keep is gonna absolutely get taken out here. Still 2 dead, 49, 44 seconds. Blaze did clear out top lane. Small amount of the camp left for bottom. And you get the Raven still left up and available. Outrageous tanking some tower shots. Blaze looking to jump onto this Gul'dan. Finding fantastic damage. Forces out the bunker of Blaze. Core defenses towards Oni Knight. Today I learned the SCVs are immune to Dragon Arrow. Yes, but Junkrat's not. In tune with the Buried Alive onto Dahaka. He's trying to make his way out of the silence. He just can't do it in time and will fall, getting a beautiful quadra kill. Blaze decides to show up his mastery while his core falls. I mean, you might as well, when things are going bad, you might as well dance. GG, well played. KittyKat Crusaders take map number 2 in our second best of 3. 2 maps. Easily done by KittyKat Crusaders. 2-0. What's up, Lord Hakos? Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you're doing well. We're doing a bunch of casting today, so if you like Heroes of Storm and you like casting, well, you're in for a treat. That's what we're doing. When things are bad, you might as well be a squirrel. I mean, some days I look out the window and just go, I wish I was a duck. Is Hanzo's level 1 done at the end? Yes.